Hey guys, what is up? This is Matthew Davis. Once again, welcome back to another movie review. This is another movie that I reviewed about a few years ago that I want to remake, and it's Christmas time, so I might as well review something that most people would consider a Christmas movie, even though I'll talk about it later on. But anyways, this is my review for Die Hard. Yes, I reviewed this movie twice, but I want to review it one more time in the best way that I possibly can. Okay, so Die Hard came out in 1988 and stars Bruce Willis as an NYPD officer who tries to save his wife and many others who have been taken hostage by German terrorists during a Christmas party on Christmas Eve at the Nakatomi Plaza in Los Angeles. Now, what can I say about Die Hard? It's hailed by many as one of the greatest action movies of all time. And this was the film that made Bruce Willis an epic action star. When it came out, people went in with low expectations, didn't really know what to make of it, but it became a massive surprise hit with both critics and audiences. So much so that it spawned a franchise, and most of the sequels were pretty good. Except for the last one, though. We don't talk about that. Now, throughout the years, people have debated whether if Die Hard was a Christmas movie or not. Lots of people say it is, but there are others who say it isn't. Sure, it takes place during Christmas Eve. There are moments that have Christmas music, including the end credits. But of course, the movie doesn't focus on Christmas. I mean, hell, this movie came out in July of 1988. I guess you could say it's a Christmas in July movie, even though it takes place during Christmas time. But that's just a phrase, Christmas in July, because seriously, nobody really does that. Do people even talk about that anymore? Christmas in July? Like, I don't get that. Honestly, I feel it doesn't really matter. This is a movie to watch whenever, and the movie is just so damn good that it really shouldn't matter. But really though, after over 30 years, this film still holds up. I rewatched it on 4K, and it looks better than ever. Like I said, this is what started Bruce Willis as an action star, and I still think he's at his very best here. Getting into fights with terrorists in a big-ass building while barefoot is truly where he's at his best, in my opinion. Alan Rickman is also great in the movie as the main bad guy who's running the terrorist group that's going on inside the building while talking to John McClane through his walkie-talkie. And there are moments where it can be really entertaining, like the dialogue that's spoken throughout the film that's on the walkie-talkie while talking to this cop and others. It was truly, it never felt boring to me. And that's the thing, the movie never gets dull or boring. I like the way it introduces Bruce Willis in the opening as a guy who's a cop, but also a father and a husband who's kind of having a complicated marriage at the moment. Of course, the dialogue is also very strong, like I mentioned before. It fits the movie perfectly and adds in so many classic lines. Also, the set of the movie is super impressive. The areas throughout also fit the movie's tone excellently. And of course, the action. There's more than enough action to keep viewers entertained, though it doesn't start action heavy, like I said. But I just love the way it builds up till we get to see more heavy action moments. Die Hard, to me, is the perfect action movie to watch with your friends, alone, during Christmas, whenever. It simply is a masterpiece of thrills and action. And there are even some moments where it can get pretty suspenseful. Die Hard hasn't aged a bit, and it still remains one of the best action movies of all time. And one of the best movies ever made. I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5. You probably saw that coming, but what more can I say? It's one of those movies that you just have to watch if you want to get into action movies, okay? Because seriously, like, is there anybody out there who hasn't seen this movie? Because I would be pretty disappointed if you haven't. Definitely check this movie out, whether if it's Christmas or not. Hell, most people don't even watch this during Christmas. They can just watch it whenever because, hey, you can just let me know if you think it's a Christmas movie or not. I'm kind of like in the middle of it. Like, I don't even know. Like, I don't care. Okay, this movie's awesome. Like, it really doesn't matter. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. War out.